The modern age of the horse nose shape of the school bus in the early 2000s, there was a 1990s icon that dominated the era of American highways ever since, and that was the 1991 Ford Bluebird series TC2000 cab over school bus. So, what exactly is a cab over engine school bus? Well, cab over engine school buses likely are based on a regular city bus where the engine sits over the driver seat and the drive shaft. So this is likely the actual effect of how cabovers were pretty much made in the 1960s all the way to the late 1980s. The cabover TC2000 Ford Bluebird school bus was pretty much the very first American school bus that children still remember to this day. What is so distinct about the cabover school bus design compared to the long nose and horse nose school bus in the present is likely because the cabover school bus was a special type of design where the driver sits just high above the engine bay and you basically got a massive windshield sticking out the front. And likely, that iconic square shaped face was obviously recognizable to anyone who was out on the road for a very long time. School buses in America are known for their massive engine size and massive body style. Their body style can carry up to 40 or sometimes 50 students if depending on the chassis and the body length. The American school bus industry has been known to making buses out of horse-drawn characters or inappropriate style of way. The school bus in America has never been changed ever since and always remained the same. The Ford Bluebird TC 2000 series school bus was pretty much a more sophisticated design, and it was so simple because engineering this thing was likely ahead of its era in the 1990s all the way to the present. These school buses were not just a memory to last forever, but it also became a childhood icon when people still remembered what school buses were like before the long nose ever existed. The legendary shape of this cab over engine school bus is likely due to the grille having slats, square shaped headlights, and almost a simple look of a face. What most people don't understand about the modern day school bus is that most people just thought of it as a long nose, but the front hood is more curved, kind of like a horse. What nobody even saw, to be completely honest, the cab over TC 2000 Bluebird school bus was definitely a way enhanced design for what other buses contributes themselves. The cab over school buses weren't just made by Ford, they were also made by International Harvester, a company known for making the Peterbilt Freightliner and the Peterbilt FLA Freightliner, which is a cab over Peterbilt. And the cab over engine school bus design was basically influencing cab over engine trucks, which basically has the cab flipping forward to reveal the massive engine. You can optionize for a diesel or a Cummins engine, but from what I can obviously know, the iconic rumble of a diesel power plant was much more fuel efficient because instead of carbureted gasoline power plants, you basically got a fuel injected system. This styling of school buses lasted an impression for as many people could remember back in their time. From what I obviously see, now I know the reason why everyone in America would always like to ride in a flat nosed school bus whenever they want to go to school. The cab over TC2000 Ford Bluebird school bus was definitely an icon to remember. It wasn't just a bus, it was basically a memory made long ago before modern day school buses took over with electric and hybrid engines. The smell of diesel burning underneath your feet, the sound it makes when it stops and moves, it just feels like something that you would remember from a long time ago when you took a school bus to school. Thank you all for watching. Make sure that you go comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell.